if you my wife, you're not dressing to try to impress. Go out. Why are you dressing like that to try to go and get attention of other men? Why are you doing that when you got a whole husband at home? Why are we doing this? Now you got to reevaluate what you invested in. So fellas, if your woman's out there dressing like a streetwalker, yeah, you need to reevaluate some things. Now, if you're a dude that don't mind her dressing like that, well, that's a different conversation. But if you have a problem with it and she does it anyway, yeah, you made a bad investment. That's a goddamn money pit, and I feel bad for you. You got to have a come to Jesus meeting with this heifer to try to talk her out and convince her to stop dressing like that. But you know what she's gonna throw in your face? Well, you met me like that in the club, and dog, what can you say? You got to take it L and keep it moving. Shame on you for getting with her. That's your fault.
But that's the thing, Hank. The way that you present in a club shouldn't be the same way that you present at work. It's not going to be the same way that I present if me and you are going on a first date. It's not going to be the same. Like, I feel like people present differently, right? And maybe there was a night out in the club where I had a little bit more showing, but that's not typically going to be the same way that I'm dressing when me and you are going out on a date or when I'm going to your cousin's party or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think that you dress differently depending on the situation. And I think that a lot of women don't know how to do that because from an HR standpoint, HR director standpoint, I've had to tell women like that is not, especially the new age, the Z's generation, whatever, they do not know how to dress coming to work. Like the young ladies, yeah, they don't not. One lady, I had to ask her, was she going to the beach? It was like a beach cover up. I don't know what was going on with her. And she was totally offended when I pulled her in. Okay. And I told her, I'm like, dude, I am not the fashion police. You know what I'm saying? But where did you think you were going today? And we told you that the CEO was going to be here. Why did you? Because he was the one that was like, what does she have on? I didn't even see because I really don't pay attention to the employees like that. But I have so many conversations with them about how they have to present themselves and how they should dress and knowing what to wear when. And like the young lady just didn't know. She just didn't have the knowledge. Like nobody had ever taught her how to dress in a professional setting. So some of it is about people just not knowing. They just see what they see on social media and then they go with it. Ain't nobody taking them to the side and telling them this is how you go to work. This is how you dress for a job interview. Like, so that's why I don't agree when DJ Lovely say, "Oh, we just be free." No, because when you get out here in this world, you have to dress a certain way to get to a certain level. Most people have to conform. I was in the military, I had to wear a uniform. Like, so most people have to conform to whatever it is they want to do. Otherwise, you're not going to be successful.
Yeah, so what that young lady did, she did that on purpose. She knew the CEO was coming. She's looking for the come up. That's exactly what she was looking for. She was looking for the come up, and she thought she was gonna get up. Well, now unfortunately, CEO didn't bite. He didn't take the bait, and so now she gonna have to get suspended about 3 days for her dress, her attire.
Listen,
I actually fired her, but go ahead.
you
God damn,
fired
I
her.
know that's
Why?
right.
Why
Fired
did
her.
you fire her?
I fired her because it wasn't the first incident, and when I confronted her, she got really belligerent.
Okay. Well, listen, coming from a generation where we used to dress like we was going to the office anyway, even when we was going to the club, I can't relate. I used to dress like a fucking flight attendant when I would go to the club. So I don't know.
Remember when
Like,
we used to like have to wear heels? Like you couldn't even go out.
yeah, but I do not miss that. If I show y'all the shoes that I wear now to my corporate, hold on, I'm gonna show y'all the loafers I wear to my corporate job now.
Okay, while she doing that, gentlemen, are you guys a little bit more relaxed when you guys travel? I know in Chicago, for instance, I mean people still dress wearing skimpy things, but I noticed that some people will open up a little bit more if they're going to like Miami. if they're
Look at these
going
things.
to,
They are so ugly, but I promise you, these are so fucking comfortable.
I'm
And
so
I
disappointed
love
in you,
them
DJ.
with
I'm so
my heart.
disappointed in you.
It's the UGG
What
Telfar.
are those moccasins? What are those Indian
Oh,
moccasins?
They Jesus,
DJ.
they Jesus ones.
DJ, you just, I mean, you
I
present
don't
and
gotta
then,
wear socks with
oh
these.
no.
This is so Telfar and UGG did a collaboration, and I love these so much. I do. Sorry, I'm not wearing heels ever again in the office.
I'm with
Shout out
you.
to you.
I work from home now, but if I go to the office, whenever I do, I
I'm not doing it,
I always have a good loafer or a nice flat. Heels are
So,
baby.
JR, what was your question, JR?
I'm not catching corns for nobody.
Before you
Okay.
got interrupted with some flats.
now the question was just for the gentleman. I know in Chicago, people do dress openly, but I know some people reserve to open it up a little bit when they go out of town, like Miami. They're going to out the country. They may open up a little bit more. Like, are you guys okay with them dressing a little differently, depending on the city, depending on the climate?
In other words, can your wife wear a string bikini in Miami?
No, she can't. So we don't do that. You
You
represent
should have
me in
known the
my
answer
last
to
name.
that question.
So you okay, shout out to you, GJ. So my wife has to dress respectfully. She knows she represents me and my last name, and we're not gonna do anything that's gonna embarrass that. So no, she's not gonna just be wearing everything and anything. Look, everything about her's for me and not for your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Not at
Everybody
all.
can't
Ain't
wear a
not for
string
with
bikini
that.
either, Aisha. That part.
Okay, shout out to you. But now, if your woman wants to wear that, then let her wear it. I'm gonna look at your woman. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna look at her and say, "Damn, dog, what was you thinking about letting her come out like that?" Yeah, no, we're not doing it in Hink's household.
Yeah, I second that, Hink. My lady doesn't even, she runs her out, like she shops and she'll be like, is this cool? Is this all right? This, yeah. She knows how we move, but I picked one also who dresses, you know, to her body, to her style. I don't like women who are overly revealing. So just because we in another zip code or on another continent, the cheeks don't get to come out just because. That's nonsense. Like, we not doing that.
Okay, so when you say overly revealing, I understand cheeks out. I know common sense, right? Cheeks out, breasts out, but sometimes some men, depending on a woman's shape, some men want their woman to be a little bit more reserved when she can't help it. So can you kind of paint the picture on what you're loose with versus what's a little bit too much? Like, are you okay with, the black, what is it, mesh or lace? I don't know what it is, but you can kind of see through it a little bit. Like, are you okay if she has something like that? I mean, like, what's a little bit extreme? Paint the picture for me.
I think the mesh, I get what you're saying. It has to still be tasteful. It has to be covered up. I'm conservative in that area. I'd say if she wanted to maybe get a little jazzy with her makeup, that'd probably be like, all right, cool. Maybe some shimmer and stuff. Because I'm pretty simple. Like, she's naturally beautiful. I don't like the extras, but I get it. Like, women need a little bit more extra sorts. But if it's showing any overly pronounced areas that don't need to be highlighted, yeah, I don't care where we at. We not going. She already knows that though. Like, so I don't compromise in that arena. It's just not necessary.